All right, here we go. We're gonna chop some legs. Taking a look at the plans, we've got part F. There's four of them. We're gonna be using 2x4s. Yeah. And we're gonna take a look at the size of them. I already wrote it down, but they're 17 3/8 long. And then they're 1 1/4 by 1 1/4. First thing we're gonna do is chop 18 1/2, plain joint rip twice at 1 1/4, chop the angles, and then we're gonna slide and chop. Oh yeah, the legs are 1 1/4 by 1 1/4. Oh, hey, I already did that part. So those are 18 1/2, a little bit longer. We need 17 3/8. So we're going to the planer and turn that dust collector on. And we're starting at, these are supposed to be 1 1/2, but they're more like 1 3/8. But I'm getting it down to 1 1/4, and we're going for precision. So final cut at a 32nd, one rotation, and boom. Perfect. Now we're going to head over to the jointer. Oh, I forgot the T in joiner. What an idiot. I'll fix that. And then we're using our push stick, right? Getting through twice. If you don't need it, check it on the table. I ran it through twice just to make sure it was good and clean. We're going to our table saw. We're going to check the blade height. Make sure that the bottom of the teeth are set correctly. And then we're setting our fence 1 1/4, hedgehog with pressure against fence. And I'm going to start without my push stick. And then make my cut, grab that push stick and finish the cut. Not reaching in, not reaching over. Okay, those two are done. And now I need to adjust my hedgehog for a different size board. So blade's not on. We're adjusting our hedgehog, get that pressure, and ripping twice again. Then let's head over to the chop saw, grab a clamp on the way. Look at that. And then we're going to set our angles. So we got to look at the plans and we've got to calculate it. So a little bit of math there. I can't remember. There's an angle there that shows you what the top angle is, but you need to calculate what the bevel and the miter are. They're the same. So based on that angle, we're going to set both. And you'll have to subtract from 90 to do that. So it should lean both directions, right? So I'm setting my miter right now to that angle. So we're at a little angle there. And then I got to adjust my bevel. So we're leaning the saw over a little bit. Okay, and tighten that down. I went the wrong way. And then make sure the slide is pushed all the way back and it's locked. So it's not sliding on us. We don't need it at all. It wouldn't be safe either way. Double checking my measurements to make sure that I don't mess this up. I don't want to start over. Grabbing my first chop, and we're just putting that angle on there so we have something to go off of, right? So hit that corner and all the way through. From that corner, put that tape measure on the end of it, and we're marking the length. It was supposed to be like 17 3/8. So right on that corner, that's where the blade needs to line up on this thing, okay? So I'm gonna grab, double checking, I guess, and then I'm gonna put that lined up. Make sure you have not rolled it, right? That corner should be on the far right corner, should be on the outside. And I'm using this block to hold it in another 2x4, and then I'm clamping that down so that we can make this cut several times. We're gonna have to do it 4 times to the same length. I don't want to measure and cut all of those and mess up. So hold in, making our cut right on that corner after I'd already double checked. And voila. So it should be flat on top when you set this thing down. It's at an angle 2 directions. Okay, throw in my scrap, cut that corner again. All right, we're just getting the angle on. And then important right here, do not roll it. I'm just sliding it over and then keeping it tight in there and then chopping again, right? So that's our 17 3/8. I already put the measurement on there. Should match my other one. And let's speed this up and get the last two. So get the corner, slide it over, chop again. Right? Get the corner, slide it over, chop again. When you're done, all of those angles should line up on the left and the right, right? Boom and boom. That's just beautiful. Makes me want to cry a little bit. Good luck.